All right, thank you very much. Merger Monday made a major comeback yesterday with the news the Walt Disney Company is shelling out $4 billion to buy Marvel Entertainment, giving Disney access to Marvel's 5,000 characters. And oil driller Baker Hughes got the buying party started, agreeing to buy competitor BJ Services in a $5.5 billion oil field services deal. Now, according to Deal Logic, so far this year, M&A deals are down 22% compared to last year. So is the M&A market on the road to recovery? Roger Aguinaldo, he's the CEO of M&A Advisors. Good morning, guys. Roger, your numbers jibe. You seeing the same kind of things? Why are we starting to see some activity?
Well, we looked specifically on the U.S. M&A activity, and globally, yes, there's a lot of activity there, but in the U.S., you got to pay particular attention to the lack of activity in 2009. In 2006, we had over $1 trillion of M&A activity, and this year we're on pace to do maybe less than 60% of that, to about $600 million, $600 billion, I'm sorry. And that's pretty deep, sort of, decline in activity, and a lot of that is due to the lack of financing.
What does this say about where we're headed? Are we still, I guess, in the emergency room, or are we in the recovery room? Where are we?
I would say we're more in the emergency room than the recovery room. I do agree that some financing is available. It's only available to the quality companies. Companies that are like Disney, or companies that have a lot of wherewithal anyway, who really don't need the financing. It's sort of that old saying that, the time to go for bank financing is when you really don't need the bank financing. And a company like Disney that has a lot of resources really doesn't need bank financing to have this deal get done. And that's one of the reasons why Marvel actually sold out, was that it couldn't get the financing to finance its growth. So it needed a bigger player that could access the capital markets, and that's Disney. Other players out there, even though some acquisition financing may be available, don't have the quality company or the quality cash flow that banks now have much higher standard to. So it's sort of like, the gas pumps are open, but only to the good cars.
Past recessions, taking a look back, where do you tend to see the greatest amount of merger and acquisition activity, and why?
You probably see it in a lot of the sectors that are sort of have a lot of activity otherwise. So we see business services, professional services, consumer services sort of come back sooner rather than later, because there's not as much capital intensive investment in them. So you're going to see a lot of activity there as this recession sort of bottoms out and we come out of it. You're going to probably see a number of more activity in the technology sector, computer services, and our numbers are seeing that they've been brisk. Some of the activity has been brisk in there, and as this recession recovers, you'll see some more activity in those industries that are less capital intensive.
Adam, thank you very much. Good discussion. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Alexis.
All right, coming up.